Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rukus Rush Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Escape: The Curse of the Temple by Queen Games. Escape is a real-time cooperative game for 1 to 5 players where players race against the clock to try and find the exit to the dungeon and get out before they're trapped in there forever. The game plays in real time as players constantly roll their dice, trying to get the combinations that they're looking for to do the action that they're trying to do. When you roll a symbol that you want, you can leave it to the side and continue to roll the remaining die until you have the combination of symbols that you're looking for. Of course, if you ever roll any black masks, you have to put those die to the side until you're able to roll a gold die to be able to take some of them back. But then there's a twist, as twice during the game you have to move all the way back to the start tile before the doors close, or else you'll have to actually lose one of your die permanently. This game is intense. There is a lot of dice rolling that has to be done, and you're constantly trying to get more people so you can expand the dungeon, trying to roll the number of torches that you need or the number of keys that you need to get rid of some of your jewels, trying to roll the dice that you need to move into the next room, and then of course always having to make sure that you're in a space where it's not going to be too difficult for you to get back to that middle tile whenever the timer starts to run down. The game comes with a sand timer, which you have to pay a little bit of attention to, because the first 2 times that it runs out is when the door closes to that middle area and you have to be there. The 3rd time it runs out is when you have to be out of the dungeon completely. Of course, the game also comes with a soundtrack. There's a CD included in the box, or you can go online and download the tracks. These tracks definitely add some intensity to the game, as they give you a cue for when you should be heading back with a gong, but then the music that's there just keeps building and building. It gets very intense. It's actually really fun. I also really like the cooperative aspect to this game, as anytime 2 players are in the same room, all dice that they roll are shared. This is really important for trying to get rid of your jewels. In some of these rooms where it only takes 4, it's a lot easier to get those 4. And some of these rooms actually take 4 or 7 or 10. The 4 is the only thing you can get when you're the only one in that room. But with more than one person in the room, you can get these higher numbers, which allow you to much more quickly get rid of your jewels. Another major advantage is whenever you roll a bunch of black masks, as if one player has 5 black masks, they can actually just ask another player to come into the room with them and roll and try and get some gold masks. Each gold mask allows you to take 2 of your black masks back, so they can work together to try and get what they need so that no player is stuck. Because if a player is stuck, the only option that they have is to take an additional jewel and add it to their collection. There are little mini expansions that come in the base box. The curses do some interesting things, like make you play with one hand on your head, or make it to where if a die rolls off the table, you permanently lost that die. There are a few others, as well as a few treasures that allow you to do things like creating a new passageway where there wasn't one, or giving you additional torches or keys that you can use. But I will say that after a while of playing it, my wife and I do find the base game to be a little bit too easy. It can be quite overwhelming whenever you add a new expansion to it, because you kind of have to look at the sheet the first few times that you play with them to remind yourself, you know, what does this one do, what does that one do, and all of that is happening while the game is still playing in real time and the clock is still ticking down. So it makes those things a little bit difficult, but it is extremely fun. We really enjoy this game, and everybody that we have ever played with has really enjoyed the game as well. Plus, hey, you can guarantee that it won't be more than 10 minutes.